Hey channel, welcome to my guys.
A few minutes later.
Yo, what's up guys, welcome to the fresh new video on Python tutorials. So we are done with the socket programming, error handling, file handling, a network scanner and some basics of Python. So we are using now we are using socket programming, error handling and file handling to transfer the files between two computers.
A few minutes later.
So guys, I have done coding and I'm not gonna explain the whole code except these lines of block for reading and sending a file. Okay, so if you have not watched the previous tutorial on socket programming, then I'm requesting you to go and watch that video first. The link is in description for that also. Okay, so uh, first we'll create a socket and okay, so this socket dot get host by name and inside that I have given a parameter host name and it will get the my host name, my device host name by using the function socket dot get host name and this socket dot get host by name will give me my IP address. So and my IP address will be stored in IP and I'm printing your sharing IP as my IP address, and this line will print my IP address. Print my IP yes, IP address, and this is for port number, and this is host, and we'll bind host and port, and then we'll listen for the connection, and okay, so uh, then we'll accept the connection, or we'll create a connection establishment with the client. And so here open a file. Okay, so we are at here. So first we'll enter the name for sending a file, and if you guys have watched my previous tutorial on file working with file system, so you guys probably have understand about that os.work, and and I have so you guys how you can get the location of the file. Okay, so here I have used that this lines of code will get my file location in file path variable. And if you guys have watched my file handling tutorial, then you will probably know about how to open a file. This line will open that file, and reading as accessing mode as a read, both read and write mode, and uh, here RB means read, it will read in bytes. And so this line will read my file data, and the buffer size is this much byte of data will be read by this code and stored in the variable content. And this line will send the content to the client, and will close the file and will close the socket. And if it is not if the file is not found in C directory, it will search for D directory and other, and open the file and send the file, and other are same. Okay, so this was for the sender portion, and for receiving portion we'll create a socket, and we'll here this line code says input the sender IP, and it will try to connect with sender. And if any error occur, then it will print check your IP you enter, check the IP you enter. So and after that it will ask for input as enter the file name with extension, and we'll receive the file sent by sender. Okay, so we'll receive the file here c dot send send the file data, and here we will receive the file. Then here, okay, so p join. Okay, this we are importing this module, and this module will join our location. You can see here c users, user, and downloads. Okay, so this will okay, so this will join the path, and okay, so this will join this with file name. Okay, so we are inputting file name. For example, if you input okay, send.txt, then it will join c user download and send.txt, and it will print your receive file is in file path, that means in this location, and it will open a file in write mode, and it will write the receive data into that file, and it will print file receipt plus with file size. Okay, this will get this function will get your file size in MB, and for that you have to import OS and OS path. Okay, and this much for receiving portion, and here I have create a function for choose and welcome to WeShare. Okay, so I have given this code name WeShare, and I will and you can see here 1 for sending, 2 for receiving, 3 for exit, and if you press 1 it will call send function, and if you press 2 it will call receive function, and all these function are is inside the main function, and at the end we are calling a main function. So yeah, this was for today, and if you have any problem then you can message me on Instagram, link is in description. Follow me in Instagram, and you can message me on Facebook also. So yeah, this was for today, and I will give this code in a description. From there you can okay, so here I want to say that okay, so I can change here code here in receiver portion. Okay, so okay, here, because I have my download location as a C user, and you may have a C user and your name probably, or anything you have given your Windows admin name. So okay, so note that note this line and change. Okay, and if you have a user/user then no problem, and if not then you have to change this line. So yeah, this was for today tutorial. See you on next one.